Have you ever been on a date where everything was going great until the moment came for you to make a move and then you froze? You felt that tension building, the signs were there, but instead of making a move, you hesitated. You walked away, and on your drive home, all you could think about was, why didn't I just go for it? And you beat yourself up, replaying that moment, wondering what you could have done differently, what you could have said, and you ask yourself, how do I escalate without coming off as awkward or desperate? If you've ever asked yourself these questions, you're not alone. And today, I am going to show you exactly how to approach that moment with confidence, charm, and boldness so you never have to live with that regret again. Physical escalation, confidence in action. So in my last video, I shared with you how physical escalation on a date is the man's job and showed you how it reveals 4 qualities in a man that increases his attraction levels. Because what you have to remember is this: physical escalation is not just about moving closer to a woman. It's a dance that showcases some of the most attractive traits that a man can possess. And these traits, the 4 that I spoke about, are confidence, experience, social acuity, and sexual prowess. But today I want to focus in on just one of those, confidence. And one way in which you can convey it is through just a few well-chosen words. The power of confident language. Okay, so right now I'm going to share with you a few lines that exhibit confidence, charm, and boldness that you can use to lead to physical escalation, a kiss. Okay, so let's go through those right here. Number 1, why don't you just get it over with and give me a kiss? Number 2, you look like you could use a kiss right about now. And number 3, your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? Okay, so these are all lines that you can use to get yourself and her kissing. Physical escalation. Now I want to share on the flip side, compare some lines that are more hesitant, that are less confident, even though they're going for the same outcome. And these lines a lot of men may try to use, and they are: can I kiss you? Do you mind if I kiss you? All right, so do you see the difference here with those 2 groups of lines? The first set of lines conveys a sense of self-assuredness and a bit of playful challenge. These lines are attractive because women are drawn to a man who is decisive and unafraid to take risks. Think about a man who's got quick, confident responses. He's sharp, he's decisive, and he's fearless. These are all qualities that make him stand out from the countless other dudes who hesitate and take no action. When you confidently assert yourself, you're signaling that you are willing to put yourself out there, that you'll risk rejection, and that you'll go after what you want, which is her. And when you do this, it allows her to feel that surge of masculinity coming from you, which will draw her closer to you both physically and emotionally. And if we dissect why confidence is attractive, I want you to think of it like this. When a woman instinctively grabs onto your arm when there's danger, or she gets all dolled up and is looking beautiful just for you, it not only triggers your primal desires of attraction and arousal, but it also triggers your protective masculine side. So then when you behave in a bold and fearless way, that triggers those same instincts in her. Not only attraction, but also arousal, which is often overlooked. You want her to be attracted to you, obviously, but you also want to tingle arousal within her, that primal desire that she has. And you trigger this when you are bold and fearless. And this is why you can be confident and magnetic with women regardless of being nerdy, bald, short, or any other trait that's considered conventionally unattractive. And those of you guys who think your race has something to do with it, if you behave accordingly, if you're bold and fearless, that will have no effect. It is your body language that's important. It's your tone of voice and it's your speed of delivery that conveys confidence. And all of you men out there can do this. So I'm going to demonstrate using the 3rd line that I shared up above, which was: your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? So first I'm going to say it slowly with a nice relaxed pace. And this pacing shows confidence because you're comfortable sitting with the tension that this line might create. Now again, when you're in the context of a romantic situation like a date and you've been chatting and building rapport, saying something like this can blend in seamlessly. And I want to point this out because you may think or even hear women say things like, "Oh my God, that would never work on me, no way." But this is because they're just imagining a random guy walking up to her and saying this. But when you are on a date and you've been building an intimacy, a line like this is natural. So I'll say it in a calm and confident way. Here we go. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? All right, let me do it once more. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? Last time. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? All right. Did you hear the difference? And did you feel the pacing of how I said that line? Next, I'm going to say it quickly and rushed. And you're going to notice how the faster pace feels nervous. And this desire to rush and get through it will show a lack of confidence. Okay, so here goes. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? All right, let's do it again. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? And one more time. Your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? So you can see the difference in that speed. One sounds more confident and self-assured, and the other one is fast. If you deliver it fast like this, there's a good chance she won't even know what you said, and you'll either have to repeat it and lose that moment, or you'll say something like, "Oh, never mind," and look a little bit awkward. So what I want you to do is practice this. Look in the mirror and slow down when you talk and speak clearly and sit with each word or the tension that builds in that moment. So your lips look a little dry. Why don't you come over here so we can fix that? So you can see how I put pauses and slow down my tone, okay? So now let's look at a typical Mr. Nice Guy line. Can I kiss you? And a lot of you might think that being polite and laid back by asking this is giving her the chance to ease into it. But in the context of romance, you are completely missing the mark. By asking, the very act of asking, you're giving up your opportunity to show confidence. And instead of taking the initiative, you're handing over the decision-making power to her. The shift in dynamic, masculine versus feminine energy. So when you ask permission, you shift the dynamic. Decision-making is inherently a masculine trait, which is why women often get frustrated when men ask them where they want to go for dinner, what they want to eat, or where they want to go on a date. A woman wants to remain in her natural feminine energy and follow a man she feels attraction and trust for. The moment you say something like, "Can I kiss you?" you destroy that dynamic. Because if you're the kind of man who defers to her on this, the kiss, then chances are you're going to defer to her on other decisions too. And slowly, over time, she becomes the man and you become the woman, and attraction slowly fades away. And this is when women often will step out. They seek masculinity, and since they aren't getting it from you, they will look for it in another man. So let's take a look at the "Can I kiss you" line in two ways. First, I'll try saying it in a masculine tone with a steady pace, okay? Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? All right, now I'm gonna say it with a nervous, hesitant tone. Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? Okay, so you can hear the difference there, and both ways actually, when you say this, they both miss the point, because even if you say it in a masculine way, you're still asking for permission, which negates one of the key traits from my guide, the Gentleman's 12-Point Guide to Dropping Panties, which is entitlement. This is the belief that you should feel unconstrained to take or demand what you want. Even if you're the most attractive guy in the room, if you keep asking for permission, the appeal will be short-lived. She'll bang you because you're hot, but if you continue to act like that, you're gonna get ghosted just like any other man would. And just, throwing this out there, I'll be completely honest, oftentimes the best approach to physical escalation is to go for a kiss without even saying anything. You just lock eyes with her, you glance at her lips, you look back into her eyes and move in or draw her closer and just do it. But If you're not quite ready for that, just try saying one of the lines that I suggested earlier and practice saying it until you feel comfortable and confident. And remember, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. So if you want to dive deeper into mastering these skills and become the confident magnetic man that you know you can be, check out my free guide, The Gentleman's 12-Point Guide to Dropping Panties, and that is linked down in the description below. So guys, what is your biggest fear or challenge when making a move on a date? What holds you back from going for the kiss? Leave it down in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you'd like to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, click my coaching links below and you can see what works best for you. All right, guys, that does it for this video. We will see you in the next one.